Hey guys, it's Mackenzie. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a ship with me video. Today is Friday and the last time that I shipped was Tuesday, I believe. So I have a ton of stuff to package up here. Let's go ahead and get into it. Starting off, we have this purse from Anthropologie. The sub-brand is Miss Albright. Really pretty. It has sequins and beads all over. I just added a couple pieces of this packing paper kind of crunched up inside to give it some shape. I have my box number 7 here with paper lining the bottom. Go ahead and add the purse, and then I add a piece of paper on top, add my thank you sticker so that it looks nice when the buyer opens it. And that is how I quickly wrap a larger item. This purse sold for $40. I think I listed it at $50, and my Posher VA, which is a Chrome extension, it's a bot that it's basically my virtual assistant. It shares my closet for me. It sends out offers, and it sent an offer out on this purse for, I don't know what the offer was, but the buyer countered to 40, which I accepted. So that made my earnings 32. I paid 2 for it, and so my net profit was $30. Okay, next up we have a Talbot's blazer. This is a green corduroy Talbot's blazer with gold accents. It has the horse bit hardware on the pockets, which was very Gucci-esque to me. I did definitely want to get this. Very cool piece here. I don't pick up all Talbots, but when I do, it's really interesting and fun, like this blazer. This sold for $25. My earnings were $20. I paid about $1 for it at the bins, so my net profit was $19. I usually try to include my list prices, or I have been trying to, and then tell you guys, what the offer was for. I didn't have time to do all of that today though, because you guys are going to get a kick out of this, but if you've been following my channel, you know I have had a drama with my post office, and they gave me more trouble today. It was very upsetting. I was very annoyed. I will try to explain it as I... So basically, I ran out of envelopes. Let me see. Okay, I dropped my label. But, so essentially, I ran out of envelopes. Well, actually, I ordered them before I ran out of my Tyvek envelopes. I ordered them free from the USPS, like I always do, back in October. But I haven't received them yet because, around this time of year, as we get closer to the holidays, I mean, now, honestly, and on, is just notoriously slow shipping time around this time of year. So, I haven't received them yet. And so, I have all of these smaller items like this. This is a J. Jill linen maxi dress, size extra small. I have all of these kind of single items that are too small to put into a box, and also the boxes take up so much room. I didn't want to lug 50 boxes down to the post office, and so I went down and I explained that I haven't gotten my envelopes in. Could I please get some so that I can ship today? And he basically straight up told me no. They had a stack of maybe 150 set out, and I went to go get them, and first the clerk said that I wasn't allowed to take them, and then the postmaster came out and said, you'll have to go to a different post office. I can't give these to you. They're for customers. And he said, I won't have anything for my other customers. I wasn't trying to take them all. I was just trying to take, maybe 30-ish. And like I said, they had about 150. This is a smaller post office. There's no way that those envelopes are even going to be used for, the next 6 months, I would say. And I even said, can I take some? And then when I get some in, I'll bring them back to you. I'm here like every day. And he said, no, you know, you'll have to go to a different post office. And okay, next, a 2-piece bundle. First off is this Madewell plaid boyfriend shirt, button down. Let me just get these two folded really quick. Second item is this Athleta top. It's like a space gray with a twist back and an open back. So, yeah, it was just ridiculous to me. And he ended up letting me have 15. He counted out 15 and let me have those. And I mean, I was just, on the way out, I turned around and said, it seems like you guys would want me to ship because, you know, you work for the USPS. It seems like you would want me to have the supplies that I need. They clearly had them. It wasn't an issue of them not having them. And I said, you know, I do a ton of business with you guys. And I don't even know what he said. I just left. I was so annoyed at them. But again, I'm going to be putting in yet another complaint because this is just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's clear that they are going out of their way to give me a hard time. I think because they are just essentially resentful that I make them work more. You know, I bring in a lot of packages and their average customer does not. Their average customer like buys stamps and stuff. But, you know, that's not something that I should take the heat for. They very clearly have resources to help me and they just don't want to for some reason. So, you know, that's definitely not right. I am going to put in a complaint, and this is my second complaint now. I am going to probably be a little bit stronger with how I describe the issues just because this is absolutely ridiculous. So, okay, so that last bundle with the Madewell flannel and the Athleta top sold for $45. My earnings were $36. I paid $2 for both tops, so my net profit was $34. These are Everlane square toe loafers. They're genuine leather. Did I say that? They are 90s inspired. I actually picked these up from a Goodwill for $10. I just kind of stopped in and found them really quickly, and so they sold for $40. I had them listed pretty high, but I went ahead and took $40 just because they had been sitting for a month or so. My earnings were $32. I paid $10, so my net profit was $22 on these. Yeah, it's just, I mean, I almost can't believe that. And like I said, I've mentioned this when I've talked about it in the past, but if you go on the Google reviews, every single Google review for this location, everyone says that they are so rude. People call them heartless. I've seen heartless. I've seen people walk out of there almost in tears. One lady, because they were just so rude. Okay, Anthropologie knitted and knotted. This is a crochet back cardigan. It's a wool blend. This is a size small. This is something that I am excited to find from Anthropologie just because it has so much going on with the crochet back and the fringe trim. It's long line, it's a wool blend. You know, not all Anthropologie sells amazing anymore, but this is definitely an example of a piece that should do well. So, let's see, knitted and knotted, 34 with shipping discount. I can't remember if oh yeah, okay, my Posher VA sent out an offer on this as well for $34 with discounted shipping, and it was accepted, which was awesome. That made my earnings $24.72. I paid $2 for it, so my net profit was $22.27. I love my Posher VA Chrome extension. This is not sponsored. They're not paying me to sign up for or to get you guys to sign up for this. I do get a small kickback if you do sign up, but they're not, you know, paying me to talk about this. Essentially, I signed up for it on my own, and I do have a code, Mcthriftzie20, if you sign up. I think that gets you 20% off your first month. And I absolutely love it. It has hugely increased my sales. Like I said, it sends out offers for me. It shares my closet. I don't have to go in and share anymore. I just literally click a button. Okay, Akoa. I had never heard of this, but it's a brushed cotton material. It was a 2-piece set. The top is new with tags. And, you know, I found both pieces, and it's pretty lightweight. So at the bins, I definitely grabbed this. And it sold pretty well. I think it's sold on like Vici, V-I-C-I. Yeah, this was yet another Posher VA sale. So basically what happens is if someone likes an item, I have the extension set to automatically send them out a 10% off offer along with discounted shipping on the item 10 minutes after they like it, and sometimes they accept the offer. So, and that happens automatically every single time someone likes something. 10 minutes later the offer is sent out. So my earnings were $19.94 and my net profit was $18.94 on this little set. So I'm super happy with that. Next up, a 2-piece bundle. First off is this 6397 blazer. I got this. It has a little bit of fuzz. I did lint roll everything like 3 times, but it's just inevitable. So yeah, really nice blazer here. I think it's 100% wool. It's size large. I had never heard of this brand, but I found it in a bin with other designer pieces that I did know of. One of them being the Row, which is Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen's. I don't know where my lint roll, oh there it is. So the Row is Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen's like runway line, designer line, very expensive. And I found this blazer with that blazer, and I went ahead and just kind of quickly researched this brand. This jacket originally sold for around $600, and it's in excellent condition. It really doesn't look like it was ever worn. My mom actually ended up driving over to a different post office, which is like 25 minutes away, and she was able to get some more envelopes. She said she asked the lady, you know, she explained, my daughter ran out of envelopes. Do you guys have any extra? And she said she was very nice. She went in the back. She said, how many do you need? And my mom said 40 if you have them. Second piece is this Madewell color block coziest yarn size extra large sweater. So yeah, she asked her, you know, 40 if that's possible. And the lady said, sure, no problem. So she went in the back and she brought her back out 66 envelopes. So, I mean, I feel like that's kind of a normal response with this kind of thing. So not to literally count out 15. I mean, I'm sure you can tell this definitely affected my day here, but it's fine. I'll feel better once I type it all out and explain what happened, because I really don't think there's any use in, you know, expending a whole bunch of energy on this. I just think that a complaint definitely needs to happen. And to top it all off, I'm actually going to have to go right back down there as soon as I get all of this stuff packed up. So love that for me. This bundle, let's see, the buyer offered me $119, which I accepted. I had that blazer listed a little bit higher because like I said, it retailed for around $600 and it was in excellent shape. So they offered me $119. I accepted. My earnings were $95.2. I paid about $4 for both, so my net profit was $91.20. Okay, next, two-piece bundle, this Madewell ribbed mock neck sweater. That's our first piece. Second item is this New Tags Anthropologie Airy and Alley top. It retailed for $88. I wouldn't have gotten this even at the bins if it were not New Tags. Not because I don't think it's precious, but because it's just not a super substantial piece from Anthro, and that kind of thing tends to sit for me. But I gladly picked this up, and the bundle sold for $45. I sent an offer to the buyer for $45, which she accepted. My earnings were $36. I paid about $3 for both, and so my net profit was $33 on this top. Sorry, on this bundle. $33 net profit on this bundle. I hope this video is actually watchable and not all over the place. But you guys seem to like to stay updated on my post office drama, so I figured I would just vent a little bit. Hopefully it's not too distracting from my sales. I do have a full explanation of everything that happened initially in a video. I can link it down below, which if you're kind of confused as to what I'm talking about with all of this, I will go ahead and add that down below. I know last time I mentioned the drama, someone was like, what are you even talking about? So yeah, I'll do that. Okay, moving on. I think I only have time for maybe a couple more before I have to take these down. AC/DC mustard yellow graphic t-shirt, size extra extra large. Super sellable piece here. It's a popular band, larger size, trendy mustard yellow color. And this was also a bins grab, so basically a no-brainer. I listed it at $28 and it sold for full price, which was awesome. I usually list band tees around $28-ish, unless, you know, they're like New Tags or like authentic vintage or something, then I would list higher. You know, it all depends on condition and a variety of things, but generally around that $28 mark. My earnings were $22.40. My net profit was $21.40. Next up, this silk paisley Trina Turk caftan cover-up dress. It has an attached slip, really pretty here. It also has a tassel detail at the neckline. You can kind of tie it up if you want, or just have more of a v-neck. It's a size medium large. This is an excellent find. I don't always pick up Trina Turk, but a super substantial piece like that, with it being silk, printed, attached lining. You have little fun quirks to it, like the tassels, and also it being a looser fit, like caftan style stuff, poncho stuff, always flies out of my closet. So this, I forget what I listed it for. I want to say 65-ish, and I got an offer for $44, which I accepted. That made my earnings $35.20. I paid about $1 for it, so my net profit was $34.20. Okay, I think this will be our last item before I head down to ship this first round. So this is Sam and Levy, which this particular piece was sold at Anthropologie, but not all. This brand is sold at Anthro. This top was actually worn by Giselle Bunchton. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. It's the wife of Tom Brady. I should know how to say her name. I'll put it on the screen. She's gorgeous. She's a model. And she wore it. She wore this top when Tom Brady won one of the Super Bowls. I forget. Has he won multiple? I know absolutely nothing about football. I am the worst with sports. But anyway, she wore this top there. I included a picture of that. And maybe it helped it sell. I can't confirm that for sure, but I do like to do that when I stumble upon these celebrity picks. So this sold for $31 pretty quick within a day of being listed. My earnings were $24.80 and my net profit was $23.80 on this top. Okay, I'm going to break and take all this stuff down. Okay, so I am back from the post office. I had a snack. I got some McDonald's. I had to go get a little pick-me-up because that was a little bit of a rough afternoon for me, but we're back. We're jumping back into our sales. So next up we have this new with tags Target dress, and I got this because it's new with tags, it's a size large, it's a linen blend, midi length, and it's a gingham print in a fall color. So this has a ton going for it. If this were not new with tags, I wouldn't have gotten it. It just, you know, sometimes you stumble into pieces that are more bread and butter, but they just have a lot of like sellable things and they still perform really well. So this sold within a day or two of being listed. I believe I listed it for $18. The tag had a retail price of $27. So I listed it for $18 and I got an offer for $16. My camera looks kind of crooked. Let me see. I think that's a little better. So I listed it for $18, got an offer of $16, which I accepted. My earnings were $12.80. I only paid about $1 for it, so my net profit was $11.80. So I said it before, I'll say it again. All sales add up, big and small. So yeah, I didn't have any more trouble when I just went down with my packages, which was nice. The postmaster, who was giving me a hard time, and the postal clerk, neither of them were there. It was a different postal clerk, so that was nice. I just dropped them off, and then all of these things that I'm packing up today, I'm just going to take to the post office by my apartment. They are incredibly nice there, no complaints. You guys ask me why I don't always just do that. So these are Born sandals, genuine leather, super cute. I don't always pick up Born, but I like the braided strap. They looked really boho and like really good shape. But yeah, you guys ask me why I don't just always go to a different post office, and the biggest reason is because of these shipping videos. It takes me a long time to get everything set up, and when I'm filming, I pretty much have to have everything just straight ready to go. I can't, you know, stop and lint roll when something needs to be lint rolled or sort out my labels. I have to print all the labels, write all the information on the back, line everything up, lint roll it all, and that takes quite a bit of time. So I basically I'm usually just kind of running out the door after I get everything packaged up to go get it shipped. And this post office is it's literally around the corner from my parents' house. So I can't spend, you know, 30 minutes driving to the next closest one. My parents live in a small suburb outside of Houston, and you know, I only ship 2 to 3 times a week, so I have to have the packages go out that day. I can't do a package pickup for the next day. I want everything to be shipped out the same day that I package it. So these sandals sold for $29. My earnings were $23.20. I paid a couple dollars for them at the bins. So my net profit was $21.20. Next, we have a plaid scarf. These are without a doubt my bread and butter. It's really long, but I'm not going to unfold it all. These are definitely my bread and butter in the fall and winter months. People just, you know, they'll add them to their bundle, or this one was not a bundle. This sold for $18. Which, you know, if I'm only paying $1 for them at the bins, that's a great return for me. My net profit was $13.40 on this. And, you know, sometimes a scarf just really completes your look. So I would say scarves, grandpa cardigans, hats, boots and booties, all definite fast sellers this time of year. So definitely keep your eye out for those categories. Okay, next up, this striped sweater. Love the color palette on this. This is just Thread and Supply, size small, but I did get it because it's like that really plush teddy fabric, which has been pretty big. Really anything with a nice texture to it does a little bit better than not. And I like the color palette. Sweaters, I forgot to mention that when I was just talking about all the categories that sell well, but sweaters is probably at the top of that list. So I listed this for 25-ish, I believe, and I think I got a couple offers for 20. I did counter one to 22, but then I got a second one for 20, and I just went ahead and accepted it. I don't think the retail price is very high on this sweater at all, so I'm happy with 20. Like I said, I pay very little on average for my items. This was probably about $1. So my net profit was still $15 on this sweater. This is definitely something that I would wear all throughout the fall and winter time. I love the color palette on this. And I hope the buyer enjoys it. It's super cute. A top by Akimi & Kin, which is a sub-brand to Anthropologie. This is amazing. The color, the burnout, the slouchiness, there's a lot happening with this top. It's a size medium large. I knew this would sell super quickly just because loungewear, well, this is, I wouldn't call this straight loungewear. It's like an updated basic. Updated basics sell incredibly well for me. You know, everyone wants to be comfortable but still look cute and put together, and I think these types of tops kind of make that happen. I know I have a ton of this style top in my own personal closet. So this top, I believe I listed it for about 32 to 35-ish, and I got an offer of 29, which I did accept. I thought that was a super fair offer. My earnings were $23.20, and my net profit was $22.20. Next up, this was kind of an experimental piece for me. It's just a boutique brand. Before You with Love from ATL. I have no idea. That's just what the tag says. It's a size medium. I got it because it's like this gauzy cotton with frayed edges, and I loved the color. And it sold extremely fast for full price of $32. So I am extremely happy with that. That was probably the best possible outcome that could have happened. So, you know, I'm constantly running these small little experiments all the time in my reselling business, and you know, you want to really take note of the outcome. So this was definitely a positive outcome, so I will continue to pick up pieces with similar characteristics of this top, like the gauzy kind of brushed cotton material with this pop of color and, you know, kind of slouchy, oversized fit and frayed edges. I think those were all reasons that this sold quickly. So, you know, reselling is really just made up of a bunch of guess and check. I know I look like I have this huge manual that I operate from, but really it's just me doing something, seeing if it works out, and then doing that more. It's just a lot of experience at this point. Okay, so next up, Giorgio Armani. Really pretty jacket here. It's like in a, what is that, herringbone? It's like a subtle herringbone print, made in Italy. This is gorgeous. I probably should have sent this in to like the Real or ThredUp, but I didn't. I just went ahead and listed it. I did have a bunch of kind of designer stuff, and I figured I could list it, and whatever didn't sell kind of quickly, I would send in. I still plan on doing that. I have some items that I will send in at some point if they don't sell. But I went ahead and listed this. I want to say maybe like 100, and I got an offer for 50, which I went ahead and accepted. This jacket probably retailed for, I don't know, thousands of dollars, but it is an older style. I think it was originally part of a skirt set, and so, you know, I accepted an offer of $50 on it, just because that's an amazing return for me. And I mean, it is a gorgeous piece. I hope the buyer enjoys it. I am very happy to have a great fast return on this piece. My net profit was $38, so a win-win there. I've mentioned it before, but I really just don't like to get bogged down with items. I would rather just sell a bunch of stuff and continue, you know, moving on to other things and keeping things moving than squeezing out kind of like every penny that I could make on something. But, you know, some people do that, and that's awesome. I definitely respect that. I think, you know, everyone's business model is different. So next is this socialite top. I have had this for like a year and a half now. This is one of my oldest items. It's an off-the-shoulder knit body and then a cotton contrast. It has like a layered look to it. It looks like you're wearing like a bell sleeve striped button-down shirt with a sweater over it. So I thought it was super cute. I got it from the bins in Austin, like I said, about a year and a half ago. I just picked it up based on style, and it sat for a while. So when I finally got an offer of $10, I did go ahead and accept that. My earnings were $7.05, and my net profit was $6.05. So I'm very happy to move this. If I had taken this to Plato's Closet, they probably would have given me a couple dollars for it. So, you know, getting $7 back, that is great. Alrighty, next up, two-piece bundle here. First off is this Madewell striped midi skirt. I have gotten pickier about Madewell, but midi length with the rainbow stripes, I thought this was a nice substantial pickup. And it's not, I don't really know, maybe I don't know what the newest tag from Madewell looks like, but if you see Madewell and then 1937 underneath Madewell, that is an older tag. I usually do not pick that one up. Pretty much under any circumstances, I don't get it. Just because older Madewell stuff sits for a very long time. I say that, but I'm sure there are exceptions that I would get. But for the most part, I only pick up the Madewell tag that just says Madewell. Second piece in this bundle is this pair of vintage Guess sneakers. I got these from my family thrift center outlet for $2, and I was making sure I don't have them stuffed with, usually stuffed shoes with thrift store bags. Sometimes I forget my reusable bags, and I save the plastic ones that they give me to stuff my shoes for photos, but I didn't see any in there. So this bundle sold for $50, making my earnings $40. I paid about $3 for everything, and so my net profit was $37. Okay, grab my $10.95 box. Add the shoes and the skirt. So we have, I'm going to get my box number 7 for this piece. This is Aran Woolen Mills, made in Ireland, 100% merino. It's like a poncho, sweater, cape type thing with pockets. I got this at the bins. I was very excited to find it. Someone in my comments let me know that Aran is a type of wool. It's not a brand. Aran wool is what it is. It also has a fringe trim, super cute. And anything Aran wool sells incredibly well. So it retails for around $110, but the website, it was actually still available on the website. They had it on sale for like $80 or $90-ish. So I listed mine at $65 because this is in excellent condition. Actually, sorry, I believe I listed it at $55. I did. Yeah, okay, that's what it was. So it retailed at $110. The website had it listed for $70 on sale. So I listed mine at $55. Someone offered me $49, which I accepted. My earnings were $39.20. I paid about $2 for it just because it's a little bit heavier. So my net profit was $37.20 on that. I have all my beverages here. So next we have Loft, Ann Taylor Loft, little embroidered t-shirt. This sold super quickly. This was another kind of experimental piece for me, just because I don't really ever pick up t-shirts from Ann Taylor Loft. But I was thinking, okay, well, this is a size large. It looks brand new, and it has a great message with embroidery on it. So, and it sold within a couple days of being listed. So my next experiment will be to pick up an Ann Taylor Loft that maybe has embroidery on it, a t-shirt, an Ann Taylor Loft t-shirt. Maybe it has embroidery on it, but it doesn't have the same message like this one was talking about. It's like, she is capable, powerful. So maybe I'll pick up one that, you know, has something else embroidered and see if that sells quickly. And if it doesn't, then I'll know that it was specifically the fun message, or, you know, this message that made it sell quickly. But if it does sell quickly, then I will do another experiment where I will pick it up without embroidery and see if that sells quickly. So you just keep going down the line trying to rule out characteristics on what makes something sell quickly. And the minute you get to something that sits for a long time, you know that that something is missing what the previous piece, what made the previous piece sell quickly. I hope that makes some kind of sense, but it's all just kind of deduction and trial and error. So that top sold for 20. I listed it at 25. I got an offer for 20, which I accepted. My earnings were 16 and my net profit was 15. Okay, next is this. This is out of order. Yeah. This and then this. Okay, so next is this 3-piece bundle. First item is a New Tags blue and gray dress. It retailed for $60, and I talk about it. I feel like I talk about this all the time, but blue and gray does have a signature soft fabric, and this is made of that. So it's really like a nice lounge dress. The signature soft fabric is 97% rayon, 3% spandex. It's always going to be that. That's just what they call it and what it's made of, and that is a key word. So first item is that. Then we have a Madewell striped side tie long sleeve top, size medium. This is a nice little basic. My rule with Madewell basics is they have to have at least one small detail to them. This one had the side tie. If it was just a striped long sleeve, I probably would have left it. And last piece is this pair of tie-dye, like sweatpant jogger pants from Young, Fabulous, and Broke. I found so much of this brand at the bins. I feel like I never ever find it anywhere else that I'm shopping, but I think I found maybe like 5 or 6 pieces recently. So that's kind of fun. And they've all been the newer tag. So that's nice. And let me see. So the buyer offered me $60 on this bundle, which I accepted, making my earnings $48. I paid $4 for everything, and so my net profit was $44. Next up, this little nightgown from Soma, size extra small. I don't always grab Soma, but this was a cotton, modal, and spandex blend, which modal is a little bit more of a luxury fabric. It's extremely soft, and with the spandex, you know, this is nice, cozy, soft, and stretchy. It was in excellent condition. I don't really ever buy pajamas to resell if they are not in like new condition. And this also had the fun little polka dot print. So if it was in great shape and it didn't have the fun print, I probably would have left it, just because, I don't know though, I say that. Well, okay, so this is an extra small. So if it didn't have the polka dot print, I would have left it being an extra small. But if it was like a plain black, excellent condition Soma nightgown in a size extra large, I definitely would have gotten it. So that's just from, like I was saying, years of trial and error where I have ruled out certain circumstances for what I will pick up within Soma and other similar type items. So this nightgown sold for, I believe my Posher VA sent out an offer on this for $17 with discounted shipping, I believe. My earnings were $11.14, so I made right around $10 total for that. Next, a Beatles T-Shirt, semi-cropped. It has this like stone wash. Very fast seller here. I would say Bantees are up there in top 5 most consistent selling style of item in my closet. So this one, I think I listed about 25-ish. I got an offer for 20, which I accepted, making my net profit 15. Next up, we have this soft surroundings vest. This is really pretty. It's like a chiffon material. very lightweight. It's in this like bandana print. This was yet another experimental piece for me, just because I don't typically get soft surroundings if it's anything smaller than a size large. I prefer extra large to plus size, specifically in soft surroundings, and this is a size small medium. But I really liked the print, and you know, I liked how it's a very lightweight kind of layering piece that you can add to your outfit. It's very boho, and so I did get that. It did sit, I would say, for about a month and a half. So, you know, I'm not going to run for another piece like this. If it was an extra large, I would. But I probably would pick it up again, just because, you know, it didn't take a million years to sell or anything. This actually sold by an offer from Posher VA for $21 with discounted shipping. My earnings were $14.34, so my net profit was $13.34. Okay, next we have a J. Jill jacket. This is like a shirt jacket, and it's a size large. It's a nice neutral color. I talked about it in the haul video, but I actually found a Reformation shacket at the bins, which was incredibly exciting. And then soon after I saw this, and I was thinking, you know, why not pick up this J. Jill piece? It looks very similar to the Reformation. I have it also sold, so I'll show you that in a second. So why not grab a similar item and just kind of market it also as a shacket. And this ended up selling same day of being listed for $26. So I'm very happy about that. Again, I keep talking about the same things, I feel like, but this was yet another kind of experiment for me. Can I pick up something that looks very similar to what's trending but might not be the most trendy brand, and will it sell quickly? And the answer was yes. So I am going to continue and be on the lookout for just shackets in general. And this one is J. Jill. It's a size large. So, and J. Jill is a reputable brand. People do search for it. So I'm very happy with the outcome of this piece. My earnings were $20.80. I probably paid about $2 because it is a little heavier. So I made back $18.80. Next up, we have this Lauren Moshi hoodie. I was kind of surprised that this sat for so long. It sat for about 6 months, which is unlike Lauren Moshi. Usually when I find it, the stuff sells within a couple weeks maximum, but this hoodie took about 6 months or so to sell. I think because it's a little bit of an older item. That's all I can really figure. It also, it has a graphic on it, but it's kind of like a nondescript graphic. Like, it doesn't say anything and you can't really make out what it is. I know her like peace and love graphics do really well, and the skull stuff, the stuff with the lips, sells really well, but this was just kind of you know, a nondescript graphic. You wouldn't really know what it is. So I think that, in combination with it being a little bit older, were the reasons that it sat. It ended up selling for $25. My earnings were $20, and so my net profit was $18 on this hoodie. So that just kind of tells me, if you're going to pick up Lauren Moshi, find the stuff that has clear graphics and is newer. But, you know, I say that, and then some of her older stuff sells really well because people do collect Lauren Moshi stuff. Next up, a 3-piece bundle here. We have, first off, this sweater. I think it's made to look like a poncho, but it does have armholes. It has a ruffle trim at the sleeve as well as the bottom hem, and this is really cute. I got it based on style. It also has a fuzzy material to it, and again, it's that trendy mustard yellow color. So the brand is just Do Everything in Love, which I think is just like a boutique brand. And our second item is this jumpsuit from Anthropologie. It has a fuzz from that sweater on it. This is really pretty. I love the color on it. It's a wide leg jumpsuit. It's like a ribbed material, and it has the waist tie. My mom actually sold this same jumpsuit in the black color, but I think hers was missing the waist tie, so hers did sit for a little bit for that reason. I guess I'll package all three of these separately. Okay, last piece, more Anthro. This is just their house label, and it's this really pretty cardigan kimono with like these crochet sleeves, and I just feel like I just dropped my label. Yes. Yeah, so really pretty piece here. I love the cream and gray color with, I mean, these sleeves are just really nice. This is a one size. And the three of these pieces sold for, I sent the buyer an offer of $89 with discounted shipping, which they did accept, making my earnings $69.70. I paid about $3 for everything. I actually got all three of these from the bins, so my net profit was around $67. Let me see. I don't know if all of this is going to fit in my $10.95 box, but we will see. We've got that, and then we'll do this. Yeah, I think I'm going, okay, I'm going to have to make a big box for this stuff, so I will set that off to the side to package up when I'm finished filming. So next up, we have two-piece with two dresses. This is Blue and Gray. Again, this is their signature soft fabric. I keep dropping my label. So yeah, this is turtleneck, and it's like a layered look with it has a ribbed turtleneck as well as a ribbed kind of faux undershirt with the sleeves, and then, you know, it has like the dress overlay. I'm a little bit delirious by this point. I feel like I've been shipping for 100 years today. So our second and final piece is this English factory dress. I just picked this up based on style. I really like the textured square pattern, and then again, this has the kind of layered sleeve look, so maybe this buyer is a fan of layered look dresses. I definitely am. I think that's really cool when pieces are made to look like, you know, there's a shirt and an outer portion, just because you have like a chic layered look, but you don't have to do anything. You just put one item on. So it's kind of like a fashion hack almost. And these sold in a bundle for $40. My earnings were $32, and my net profit was $29. I've had that blue and gray dress for maybe like 6 months or so. Sometimes Blue and Gray does take a while to sell, but it always ends up selling for me. So I do continue to pick it up pretty consistently. The English factory dress, the square dress, I have only had for a couple weeks. In contrast, we have this top from Good Human, and it's spelled Hyouman. It's a graphic t-shirt. It says 7 billion smiles. Yours is my favorite. I thought that was so cute. I was kind of debating on this at the bins just because it is more of a plain piece and I wasn't sure how fast it would sell, but this got so much attention. So I guess keep your eye out for Good Human. It's not going to sell for a lot. I wouldn't pay up for it, but it will bring traffic to your closet and it will sell quickly. And the second piece is this Fabletics Infinity Scarf. Sorry, not Fabletics. Beyond Yoga. I always get those confused. And this scarf actually has a hidden pocket. So, and the pocket's really large. It will fit, it fit my iPhone 11. So that's pretty handy, I have to say. If you want to go run some errands and you just don't feel like lugging around your purse, just pop your phone into your scarf. I mean, that's the way to do it. So I offered, oh yeah, so, okay, so I didn't have the scarf listed and someone saw it in a haul video. She reached out to me and said that she was interested in this shirt and the scarf, but I didn't have the scarf listed. So I went ahead and listed it and I put them in a bundle together and I sent her an offer of $40 with discounted shipping, which she accepted. My earnings were $29.54 and my net profit was about $28. Next, another new brand for me, Om and Ah. I had never heard of it, but this looked really well made and it was new with tags. It's a size large, extra large. It also has a really cute embroidery on the back, be your own kind of beautiful. So I had to get this, and I have to say I definitely would get this brand again. It's really nice quality. It has thumb holes and pockets. It's long line. It's made of cotton fleece, and this sold super quick. It also had several likes on it. The retail on this was $97. I listed it for $40 and I got an offer for $30, which I went ahead and took. My earnings were $24 and my net profit was $23. I got this from the bins. I think we are approaching the end here. It is 6:07. I'm actually supposed to have a game night tonight with some friends that I might be a little bit late for, so, but that's okay. I'll still make it, which is the important thing. Okay, next, okay, two-piece bundle. First off, I absolutely love this bundle here. So this is the Reformation shacket I was talking about not too long ago. This is called the Jennings jacket. It is green corduroy. This is probably one of my favorite finds within the last 6 months, maybe even a year, I would say. I just really don't find Reformation often. And not only was this Reformation, but it's also like the trendiest of the trends that's happening right now with the whole shacket outerwear. So, you know what? I might have to do a big box on this bundle as well, unless I can fold this a little better. Okay, that's a little better. This retailed for $138. I listed it at 100, and I was planning to not take less than 90. I think that was the lowest that I had in mind. And it sold in a bundle with this dress, which I also love. The brand is Eva Tralala Paris. I didn't pick it up for that though. I got it because it's 100% linen. It's a larger size. It's a midi length, and it looked like it was in excellent shape. It's really well made too. It is made in, I want to say it's made in Paris, or made in, let me see. This is gonna bug me now. Here is the tag. Let's see. Made in Paris. Yes. Wow. Interesting. So, yeah, really nice piece here. It looks super lag and look to me, with pockets on the seams at the waist, and just, you know, the linen material and whatnot. So it also has 3 mother of pearl buttons on each side, which I thought was a really pretty touch to the piece. So the buyer bundled the two and offered me 110, which I was very happy to accept. That gives me, you know, I met that lowest price that I wanted for the Reformation jacket, and I still am happy with the return from this dress. And I'm also happy that they are going to a good home. I really, really liked both of these pieces. So my earnings were $88. Woo! I paid about $3, so my net profit was $85 on this bundle. I think she said she was gifting this jacket to her daughter, so I hope she enjoys that. I think we are finally approaching the end here. I'm dying to know how long this video is going to be. I've been trying to, well, I actually haven't, but I can try to start making them shorter if you guys would prefer that. I'm very curious. Actually, please leave me your feedback down below. How do you feel about these hour-long videos? Is it too long? I promise my feelings will not be hurt if you guys say that you would prefer shorter videos, or even if you would rather me split them up. Sometimes I do like a 2-part shipping video. So yeah, please just feel free to leave me your input on that. I forgot to show this, but it's a genuine leather belt from the Denim and Supply line from Ralph Lauren, which someone in my comments said that it has been discontinued, which I didn't know. I really do like finding this line from Ralph Lauren. It's Denim and Supply. I listed this belt for $35. It probably retailed for around $100. I got an offer for $25, which I did counter to $28, and it was accepted. That made my earnings $22.40 and my net profit about $21. I got that from the bins. 2-piece bundle here. I actually ordered both of these pieces from ThredUp's online outlet. This is Lily's Closet from Anthropologie. I got it because of this crochet back, and it's like in contrast with like a loungewear type sweatshirt. So again, an updated basic here, which are popular. And second piece is this Beach Lunch Lounge gingham wrap top with these tiered ruffle sleeves. I got this because it just has so much going for it with the print, the style, the sleeves, the wrap. I have had both of these tops for, I would say, 6 to 9 months now, maybe even longer. And so I happily accepted a $30 offer on them. That made my earnings $24. I paid about $10 for both, and so my net profit was $14 for these tops. All right, I think we have our final sale coming up. I have to say, I'm pretty excited to be done with shipping today. As much as I usually enjoy it, this was just a doozy of a day. Okay, lastly, 3 pieces here. We have Lucky brand. Again, this has so many sellable factors to it. It's striped print, V-neck, great size, 2X. It has tiered ruffle sleeves, and it's a longer length. Plus size Lucky brand sells exceptionally well for me. I'm seeing a small pull here, so I'll grab my needle threader and just move that to the back side. If you see like a small pull in like a cotton fabric, which that's what this is, you don't want to just cut it because that can leave a small hole in your item. You want to move it to the back side, which I do using a needle threader. You just put it through the top or whatever it is in the spot where you see the thread, and then you put the thread through the needle threader and then bring it back to the other side. So that's our first piece, and then second piece is this leopard print scarf with a fringe trim. Super cute, classic leopard print and nice neutral colors. So we have these 2 and then 1 pair of shoes. But you know what? I'm gonna have to do a big box for this stuff, just because I can't fit this shoe box in my smaller boxes. So I'll just show you guys. This is the third and final item in the bundle. It's this is the brand 7. I got these in my Jomar mystery shoebox unboxing box. And they're like a gold braided loafer with like an almond toe. They're brand new. So I sent the buyer an offer of $55 with discounted shipping on this bundle. My earnings were $41.54. I paid about $8 for everything. I paid $4.60 just for these. And so my net profit was $33.54 on this bundle. So I'm going to get everything fully packaged up and get it over to my post office tomorrow. On Saturdays, they are open from 8 to 12:30, so I will get these over there. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of all over the place and I was a little bit upset earlier, so hopefully that wasn't too distracting from the sales or anything. But thank you guys for always being so supportive, and leave me some feedback down below. I'm curious to know your thoughts on this whole post office thing. You know, I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong by simply just trying to ship my packages. There's just some type of disconnect there, and I'm so curious to know why. So that's basically all I'll say about that. And thank you guys. Oh, also don't forget to leave me your feedback about the long or short video kind of thing. I'm very, very curious to know that. That would be very helpful information for me going forward making videos. So once again, thank you guys. Please feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye guys.